my name is Brett, and this video is a demonstration and instruction on how to use a custom arcade that I built. So this is a dedicated light gun cabinet with a duck hunt theme. The arcade is 71 inches tall, it's 30 inches wide, and 24 inches deep. It's constructed out of 3/4 inch MDF with standard T-molding. All the graphics are custom and created in a duck hunt theme. It also has 3D printed holster mounts to hold the guns. Really at the perfect angle. So first thing you'll notice is there's really no control panel, no joysticks, no buttons, and that is because all of the navigation and gameplay is done using the guns, except for those 2 buttons. So these are Sinden light guns. They use cameras technology, so they work with LCD screens. So they have a D-pad built in, both of them work the same. They have 2 buttons on this side and 2 buttons on this side. So the 2 buttons on this side really don't do anything. They do function in one of the consoles, but for the most part, it's these 2 buttons. So the one closest to the tip is the A button, or the start button, or the forward button. This is the B button. Also takes you back, and in game is credit. So this is credit. This is start. The other button on here is to reload, which is that action there. So it rests on the screensaver. So it's just a black screensaver after 5 minutes. So to get off of that, you just hit the D-pad, and it'll bring up the menu. So the default menu is all games. The first 5 items are all about using the gun, and the rest are all of the games. So there are 36 games in here that are working, and if they're a 2-player game, it works with both guns. So if you hit the back button or the B button from this menu, it takes you to the main menu, which there's not a lot of options in. It just breaks down the different the different game systems and consoles that are in the all games. So arcade, Dreamcast, Nintendo. Ports is about the light guns, PlayStation, and then you're back to all games. So you go forward, you're back in your game list. So if you go down to Duck Hunt, this is a Duck Hunt arcade. So we'll hit enter to launch the game. This game actually only used 1 gun, so I'll show you the second gun later. This just simply pulls out of here a little bit if you need some distance. These are 15-foot cords, so they're plenty long. So to play Duck Hunt on this, to switch games, you just shoot the brown to go between the 3 games, and then when you get to the game you want, you shoot the screen. So you can shoot ducks, or 1 duck, and that's how you play the game. When you're done playing, on all the games, you hold down this blank key, which is the hot key, and press exit. And that exits the game, and you can go to the next game. Before I show you another game, I did want to go over these first items here. So when I'm done playing for the day, I usually stop the light guns. So stop light guns, what that does is turn off the camera. Okay, the D-pad still works, the buttons still work, all of that still works, but it turns off the camera. So I do that. I'm a little more comfortable not leaving the cameras run 24/7. The arcade does run 24/7. There's really no power off. It's powered by a Raspberry Pi 4B. Those are designed to be run all the time. So there's really no reason to ever turn that off. It's used as a passive cooling case, and I've never had any problems with it overheating. So when I'm done, I stop the guns. So you just scroll up there, hit enter, and a screen flashes by, just a black screen, runs a script, and stops the guns. Put it in the holsters, and you're ready to go. When you're ready to play again, you just have to remember to come back up here and hit start light gun 1, which will run a similar script. Screen will go black, gun will start, and light gun 2 if you're playing 2-player. The other thing that these are the recoil versions of the Sinden light guns, which means they give a little bit of kick. So you just come down here to start light gun recoil 1, and we'll start that. and then we can go down and start light gun recoil 2. And when you do that and you pull the trigger, it gives you a little kick. So whether you're in a game or not, anytime you pull the trigger now, there's a solenoid in here that fires and gives you a little bit of positive feedback every time. So the way it works, these are set up for semi-automatic. So one pull of the trigger gives you one recoil. So just to show you another game real quick that we like to play is Zombie Raid. So that's a 2-player game. Okay, so this is the credit on pretty much all games. The B button adds credits if it needs credits. So you can see those incrementing. Both guns work the same. And then start adds the players. So I've started player 2. Now I'll start player 1. This game actually has little crosshairs. You put your name in, and you can see every time I pull the trigger, it gives recoil. So you can, and on this game, if I fire off and then to reload, you pump it. So in some games you shoot off screen to reload, and in some you can reload using the pump up action. So 2-player, have fun, play your games, and then when you're done, you can exit. And then when you're done, you can tuck the cord, just push the cord back in, keep it out of your way. And the last game I wanted to show you is House of the Dead 2. That plays very well. Over there. I'm going to skip through the little intro. And you can see we got both players. On this game, you can use the pump up or shoot off screen. And that's how you play House of the Dead 2. The only other controls are turning the arcade on and off, rebooting it if you ever needed to. So when you hit the hotkey, nothing happens. If you hit the exit key, it brings up the main menu. So the whole system is locked down. You can't change any settings. It's fixed the way it is. The system really works perfectly, so it is really completely locked down to keep anybody from going into any of the settings and making any changes. So you can't adjust the volume. I don't believe that it's just the game volume, just the system volume, the previews, which you can quit, restart, and shut down. So if you wanted to turn it off for a while and move it, you just shut down the system using the A and B button, and the system is off. So to turn the system back on, or if you want to turn it off, it has an inline power switch that you simply flip off. Shuts off the marquee, shuts everything down, shuts off the pie, and then to turn the system back on, you just flip the power switch. That will start the pie back up, turn the marquee back on, all the lights, and make everything work. But as I said before, the Pi 4B is designed to run 24/7. There's really no reason to ever turn this off. The energy costs are very minimal. The screen goes into a screensaver. It just sits there with a black screen and runs a simple LED light for the marquee.